Hello, Padres. This is Chase, like the bank, and I'm here with Live, like don't die, and this is Dad Pod's RentRant. So today I would like to talk about Resident Evil. We talked a little bit about Resident Evil this last week on the Padres podcast. They're doing like a new show and an animated show. I think they're doing a new live action show. There's going to be a new Resident Evil game coming out, Resident Evil Village, and they're doing a brand new Resident Evil reboot movie. This reboot movie is going to take place, I guess, during the time of the Spencer Mansion massacre with Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, and it's also going to take place outside in the Raccoon City area at the same time with Leon Kennedy, and they cast Claire Redfield. I think Wesker was cast. Birkin, all of the characters from the original two games. And here's where I kind of take issue with this. Like, why aren't they doing anything new? And the reason that I say this is that Resident Evil is like a franchise that's been around for a very long time. Village is what? Resident Evil, I think, 8? Yeah, they're doing silly stuff with the letters now, but I'm pretty sure that it's the 8th in the franchise, because Resident Evil 7 was the Biohazard one. So it's Resident Evil 8. And so they have all of these different stories spanning different characters and all of this stuff. They had the weird Resident Evil movie franchise with what's her face, Mila Jovovich. A lot of people liked it. It was okay. It wasn't good. It was bad. The cloning thing was bad. The first movie wasn't that good. I liked it. Other people seemed to like it. Had a lot of viewers because they made a lot of movies. So it must have made a lot of money. But it wasn't very good. But this new one with Claire and Chris and Leon, and we've seen the story done to death already. It's like beating a dead horse. Why do we need to see more Claire and more Chris and more Leon on the same freaking day? Is that the only day of their life? They've had one bad day. I got to admit, it's a pretty bad day. But if that's the only bad day that these people have ever had that's worth viewing, then their life is pretty cush. Because I've had, cumulatively a lot more bad days that are more interesting than just that one bad day being repeated over and over and over again. And let me put it this way. The people who are fans of Resident Evil have played this game hundreds and hundreds of hours into it. That same mansion, that same night, just reliving it over and over and over again. I personally have put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into it. Literally, I went through and rebuilt the entire Spencer Mansion in Minecraft, brick for brick, layer for layer, starting outside with the helicopter crash, all the way to the inside, going all the way to the hotel, down into the underground shark tank. I used squids because I don't think they had sharks or anything like that in Minecraft. But the point is that I played a heck of a lot of Resident Evil. I played that night. And the statue. Yeah, there's a statue. The statue that says, there's something written on the statue. And my statue says, there's something written. She loves it. But anyway, the point is, if you're a fan of Resident Evil, then you have seen these two particular instances, which happened roughly congruently with each other so many times from so many angles that there's nothing new that you can tell me about these characters on those nights. I've rescued Sherry Birkin. I don't need to watch you do it. I'll just watch people play the game again. Show us something new, for crying out loud. I gave the new Cretaceous camp, the Camp Cretaceous on Netflix, a hard time because it was showing us the same day from Jurassic World from a different angle, but at least they showed a different angle. This is a whole city that we're talking about with, I'm assuming, thousands of people in it who've all had a story that's relatively interesting to tell. You actually meet some of them in Resident Evil 3, which, you know, happens almost congruently with Resident Evil 1 and 2. So why not tell these other people's stories? Why not, you know, give us something interesting and new and probably not Mila Jovovich anymore. Probably not her. You know, they liked her so much that they cloned her 100 times and made her the actress of all actresses and every actress and every character in the movie. It was weird. But do something new. Give us something new. That's all I'm asking. All right? Do you have anything to add?
Not really. I did. What about that graveyard? The graveyard that they had. That graveyard.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But on that note, this is Chase, Like the Bank. This is Liv, Don't Die. And this is Dad Pod's Rent Rant. Thanks for watching.
Hey.
And one more thing. You might be asking yourself, why do I look like a B-rate Brendan Fraser Encino Man? Well, that's none of your damn business.